Good morning, students. I hope you are enjoying. Let's start uh, our new concept, new topic, new programming language that is called Java. So before starting Java, some of you know me, some of you don't know me. So let me tell something about myself. I am Pankaj from Computer Science Department. I'm in Graphic Era since last 1 year and having around 15 years of experience in trainings and teaching, you can say. So we'll discuss about each other slowly as our session will go ahead. So in the first slide you are looking, there is a symbol of coffee. So what is the symbol of coffee? Why everywhere when you will see the Java, you will see this symbol that the coffee will must be there. So there is a very interesting story behind it. You know who was the actually developed Java? There were three scientists. James Gosling actually was the team leader of all those three scientists, and there was two more person over there. Nottingham and one more was there. I'm missing that name. But actually, when they were starting Java, they didn't think that what we are going to do. They have just planned to create a compiler. But after creation of this compiler, they were very excited that this was a very great on that time, on that era. Even nowadays, even there is no substitute of Java. So they thought what we should give the name. All three were actually thinking ki the name of this compiler should be on the name of us, but they were not deciding, they were not finalizing ki, what the name we should give to this programming language. Initially they have given this awk. Later on, every day while they were developing this compiler, they were just as you know that developer likes tea and coffee a lot, so they were taking coffee from a coffee shop. The name of coffee shop was Java, that is already there in Washington, Newark in USA. So they decided that why not to give the name of this language as Java, because we have taken the coffee from this coffee house every day. And so everywhere wherever you will see the Java programming language, you will see the symbol of coffee. So you can explore this story on the Google also. You may find that that is a very interesting story about Java. So let's see what is actually Java. So the most important concern about Java is the object-oriented programming language. So in the last semester, you must have studied C++. So C++ was also an object-oriented paradigm, object-oriented language. And while you were studying C++, you must have seen that key object-oriented is a concept which can be followed by any programming language. So Java is a language which follows most of the features of object oriented. I'm not saying 100%. The reason is we'll discuss slowly and slowly why I'm not saying 100%, but yes, Java is you can say Java is a pure object oriented programming language. So definitely this course will cover a core set of computer science concept needed to create a modern software application using the Java programming language. So let's see what is actually Java, what is the importance of Java. So why Java is important? There are two reasons. So before Java, you have studied two programming languages, C and C++. So the C and C++ was not portable and they are not platform independent language. What is the meaning of platform independent? Means you cannot write a C or C++ program into one computer and you cannot execute the same exe file into the another computer. But in Java is a pure portable platform independent language. You can create exe at one place and you can run that exe in any platform, Windows, Linux, any platform you can run it. And the second, C++ is not used for www. So in the late 90s, when www got so much popular, then there was a need that we should have a language which we can use to create a web application. So portability, security necessitated the invention of Java. So that was the two most important concern while the Java has been developed, that we should require a language which should be portable and which should be secured. A question arises, why C++ is not secure? The very simple answer, due to pointers. Java does not support pointers. In Java, you cannot use pointers. So pointer is a use drawback also. So using pointer, you can directly accessing the memory. So Java doesn't allow you to directly access the memory. So yes, history about Java. Let's see. James Gosling, Sun Microsystem was a company. James Gosling was the team lead. There were 3 persons, but yes, James Gosling was the team lead of those all 3 persons. So generally, we know the name of Java creator James Gosling as a Java developer. Co-founder was Vinod Khosla, and earlier it was Awk. Then in 20th May 1995, the name of Java has been changed to Java. So Java evaluation, there are a lot of versions came of Java. So Java 1.0 that introduced in 1996, Java 1.1 is introduced in 1997, Java 1.2 is getting introduced in 1998, then in 2000 Java 1.3 came, then 1.4 came in 2002, 5.0 came in 2004, then Java 6 came in 2006. So I have given the I am Sun certified professional, so I have given the Sun certification in 2007, and I am certified Java SE6. In 2011 a new version came, Java SE7. So don't worry, and I'll suggest you that you should use Java SE6. So JDK you need to download. I'll tell you gradually that how to run the Java program and everything. Now in Java, actually forget about Java. How many kind of application you can create? There are 3 kind of normally applications we can create. First console based, second window based, and third is web based. So console based application is what you can run onto the compiler, on command prompt. Window based, where you can which application you can run on Windows, and web based, you know that run on the browser. Now Java has 3 additions. You must have heard about it: J2SE, J2ME, J2EE. What is J2SE? J2SE stands for Java 2 Standard Edition. J2ME stands for Java 2 Micro Edition, and J2EE stands for Java 2 Enterprise Edition. So what is J2SE? J2SE is actually used for console based application as well as window based application. So the most important concern, let me tell you frankly that the most important concern of the Java is J2SE. If your J2SE is strong, means you have a very good command over the Java. So J2SE we are going to study. J2SE is the most important concern from the BTech perspective, because J2EE and J2ME, you can wherever you will join in the organization, they are going to provide you the proper training, and understanding J2SE and J2ME is very easy if you know J2SE concept. What is Java 2 Micro Edition is developed for mobile applications. So you can, somebody says that J2ME Java 2 Mobile Edition also. So for small gadgets, whatever the application you develop, that comes in J2ME, and J2EE for web based application. Whatever the web based application you have heard about servlet, you have heard about JSP, this all is developed by using J2EE. So here we are going to study about J2SE, Java 2 Standard Edition. What is Java? So Java is a general purpose object oriented programming language. So definitely I'll discuss one more time about object oriented concept. So don't worry, in the next session I'll discuss about it. Next upcoming 2-3 sessions I'll discuss about object oriented concept. And due to platform independent, the most important feature of Java is Aura. Aura means write once, run anywhere. So once you compile your Java program, you can execute it anywhere. Designed for easy web internet application and widespread acceptance of Java. So Java run on any machine, everywhere Java is used, and Java is so powerful that using Java, every gaming application, whatever you are looking in your real life, actually 95% of applications uses the concept of Java. Now, how the Java is different from C and C++. That is the most important concern that you need to understand, that you need to remember. Major difference is that C is a structured programming language, whereas Java is an object-oriented programming language. Java, I said you, that doesn't support the concept of pointers. Java does not have preprocessors like has define, has include, has if define that you are using in C++. Java does not include a structure, union, enumeration data type. Java does not include the keyword like goto, size of, type def. Java adds labeled break and continuous statement. Java adds many features required for object-oriented programming, which is not supported by C language. C++, Java does not support pointers. Again, C++ support the pointers. And why Java does not support pointers? Because by using pointers you can access the memory location, and that is unauthorized. So you are here somehow security is lacking. Java does not include a structure, union, enumeration, which is already there in C++. Java does not support operator overloading. Yes. So I told you that Java is not 100% object-oriented language, so that you must have studied about operator overloading in C++. And operator overloading was one of the most important concern of the object-oriented programming. So Java says, okay, I am not going to allow you to overload any existing operator. Whatever required, I have already overloaded for you. So there are some operators, we'll discuss slowly that which operator is already overloaded in Java. But yes, you cannot overload any operator by your own. Preprocessor was there in C++, but Java eliminated it. Java does not perform automatic type conversion. So we'll discuss later. In Java, there is no concept of garbage value. Java does not support the concept of garbage value, so automatic type conversion is not here in Java. So we'll see in practical that how Java works, what actually I mean to say. When we'll run the program, we'll discuss it. Java does not support global variables. Java does not allow default arguments, what you have seen in C++. Java does not support multiple inheritance, which was there in C++. Again, that is an important concern. Why Java doesn't support, we'll discuss it later in the inheritance topic. But yes, you have to remember that Java does not support multiple inheritance. It is not possible to declare unsigned integer in Java. In Java, objects are passed by reference only. There is no concept of pass by value. So in Java, whenever you are going to pass the object, that is by default by reference. So Java does not support the concept of call by reference. By default, whatever the object you are passing, that is going to be passed as a reference. There are certain concepts which was not in C++, multi-threading. We'll discuss. Just you need to remember the name. What are the new things? API classes, packages, interface, garbage collection, so Unicode characters. So these are some new features which is supported by Java, and we'll discuss everything one by one in detail. Feature that differ. Yeah, there are a lot of features, lot of things, lot of new things you are going to discuss about it. Destructor, finalize, multi-threading. These all are things which were not in C++. So we'll discuss one by one. What is the new things which is supported by Java. So this is a very interesting language. This is a very interesting, if you know the concept in Java, you know, there is nothing that you do not need to create the program of prime number. You do not need to create the program of even odd or whatever kind of things. You just need to focus on the concept. If your concept is very clear, you will find Java as a very interesting language. So in Java, you will enjoy the things, but what you have to do, you have to give yours some precious time. So at least if you are devoting 1 hour every day in Java, you will find this is a very, very interesting language. So thank you very much for the day. Today is our first class, so I'm not going to take a lot of time of yours. So just enjoy it and try to explore on Google, and we'll see in the very next session the rest thing about the Java. Thank you.